Welcome everybody to Duane Great Gallery. Come on in.
Welcome. Thank you. I love this place. It is full of color.
Of art.
And character.
And
creativity.
And art.
And art. And we get to delve deep down inside today, right?
Well, we'll see how deep we go. Okay. Well, these are the shows that we have up right now that are front and center. One is Ethan Meyer. Ethan's been working with me as my director for about 6 years now, and he's also a painter and a sculptor, works with fiber. And if you look, the paintings are very meticulous, very tight, and then he started adding fiber to them, and it was as if the 2D painting just jumped out and became 3D. So these are Tom's pieces. They're individual prints and collages. I love them as a grid because they read as perhaps a quilt with many little treasures that you have to get really up close and personal with.
I can even see a guitar, swords. There's all kinds of just amazing
Absolutely.
elements.
I have a very diverse stable of artists, objects, paintings, photography, and I do think the one thing that links them all together is the obsessive compulsive nature of artists to make high quality work with soul and conscience.
I love that.
So these look almost hypnotic or meditative.
Psychedelic
Or psychedelic,
Okay.
for all those who know what that means. And so you can almost jump into the painting, but we know that it's flat.
Right.
The surface is very flat.
There's no texture
No
whatsoever.
texture whatsoever. But as you go back, it almost has a dizzying quality to it. We did a project a couple of years ago where we asked artists and collectors to donate materials, and he did a huge installation in the front window.
Oh, fantastic.
So part of these are from that installation, so it's sustainable art.
I really do love the three-dimensional work here.
I do
find
too.
this just charming. There's a whimsical quality about it.
These are as if those paintings started becoming more alive or growing. Something was growing out of that. The colors were growing.
It's so fun. Look at this. I'm going to touch everything.
This is part of our back room, a secondary gallery. We do have shows here. Right now, though, we have a group show that's really exciting because it's all about color and texture.
This is insane.
It is insane.
Insanely wonderful.
Right. So this shows you the diversity of what the gallery shows. You're seeing painting, you're seeing ceramic work, you're seeing beading. There's a blue piece on the wall that's actually made of handmade paper, by hand, cut out using X-Acto knives and scissors.
This is plastic?
Yes. The surface is all plastic.
Oh, wow. Oh, it does. It has a very
It has
rubbery...
a little rubbery, a little bit of movement to it,
It
mossy.
does.
It's
Oh
like
my
flocking.
goodness.
It's like flocking. And then the color is like radiation, isn't it?
Oh, it
It's,
is. Everything is.
Brilliant.
So this could be probably jeans.
It
that
could be
was
jeans.
denim.
Some of it's printed on, so you see printing. But they're also a combination of lots of ceramics within the piece.
Oh, very cool.
This vase form is by Stephen Young Lee, who you're all going to know his name soon. And the sculptural form, as you can see, is a traditional vase-like form, Asian form. And then what he does is he deconstructs it. And so there's an element where the kiln takes charge of the work.
Well, it's just beautiful. Look at even
It
drippings.
is, the drippings are really
And
wonderful.
the beautiful glazing. Just stunning.
Stephen Young Lee.
Okay.
These are actually done in molds,
In molds.
where the molds are allowed to be a little bit loose, where it squeezes the material through it. He wants to reveal the piece. And so what happens is it starts squeezing through. It's all colored
Oh,
porcelain.
wow. I can touch.
Yeah. And so the color is
Oh my gosh.
in the porcelain itself. They're just kind of dangerous and jagged. This is Zemmer Pellet's work. She is an Israeli artist that has been working in the United States and does amazing work. This is all porcelain. These are porcelain shards.
Oh, so this is all separately
Right.
created?
So, for instance, if you're baking and you want to make dumplings,
Right.
you're going to cut
All those strippings?
all the strips. So that's what she's doing and firing them. And so once again, we've got colored porcelain. That's where the coloring's all. It's all in the porcelain. And then she's cutting it, firing it, and then each individually putting the piece together. This is Catherine Glover's work. She's from Massachusetts. She uses paper, khadi paper. Khadi is a very strong cotton paper.
So that's 100% cotton,
Yes.
heavy.
Yeah, it was like if most of it is made in Pakistan, India, up in that part of the world where they beat clothing down until it becomes a pulp.
Right.
And then it's laid out and allowed to dry, and it becomes very, very tough. This is Alessandro Gallows' work. This work is all about the human experience, human observations.
Oh my goodness.
And then he incorporates an animal, like a
Quality.
humanoid quality. So
It looks effortless.
it looks effortless, but we know that it's obsessive compulsive.
And we like
And we like that, right?
We're all about
that. This is the back room. And this is once again all objects that are varieties of mediums. So you see ceramic, you see glass, blown glass.
And what do we have here?
The gorilla
Uh-huh.
is actually ceramic and then made of pennies.
Made of what?
Pennies.
Pennies.
So they're flattened pennies.
Oh my goodness.
And
So if
then
I'm
they're
looking
cut
at copper.
in the strips. So it's copper.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
Fun?
Don't you want this?
I do. Can I have this?
That one,
Is
yeah.
that all right? Artist Healing would love.
Artist healing. This is healing. So the artist studio is just littered with containers of beads, of plastics, of aluminum, of piano keys, of all kinds of things.
Oh my, so
And
you've been to the studio.
I have been to the studio.
I think I want this.
I'll write it up. You all heard that.